Hello and welcome to the EmpowerHer Business Accelerator podcast. I'm your host, Philippa Channer, and today we're kicking off a new series focused on setting business goals, the kind of goals that truly drive your business forward. Now, before we dive into today's topic, I have an exciting announcement. We have a group session that's launching in January 2025, so just a few months from now, and now is the perfect time to sign up. Plus, if you register by Cyber Monday, which is December 2nd, you'll get 15% off of your enrollment in either the EmpowerHer Power Session or the group session. It's a fantastic way to start the year strong with a community of entrepreneurs who are committed to leveling up their marketing and their business strategies together. So be sure to check out the link in the show notes for all the details. Now we're ready to dive into today's topic. So we're talking about the importance of setting clear goals and how to use the SMART goal framework to create goals that actually work for your business. I've heard mixed feelings about SMART goals and how some people say they're helpful. Other people say it's too rigid and it's not realistic. So I want to set the stage clear. I'm definitely on the side of SMART goals. And I think that it's super helpful for making our goals real and tangible. All right, so setting goals, I feel like it's more than just creating a to-do list. It's about creating a roadmap for you where you want your business to go. It's about being a visionary and really painting a picture. And I feel like without clear, actionable goals, it's easy to lose focus and direction on where you're trying to go. And then you'll get easily distracted with everything that comes before you and reacting in ways that aren't productive for your business. So when you have well-defined goals, every decision that you make is going to align with those goals, and you're going to reduce this distraction mode. And that's going to obviously help you grow your business more effectively. So how do we set goals that are actionable and effective? One of the best ways is through the SMART goal framework. All right, so what I want to do today is break down what SMART stands for, so we understand the different elements of a SMART goal and how we can incorporate them into our goals in the future. So first is the S. S stands for specific. Your goals should be clear and specific, answering the what, why, and the how. Vague goals like, I want to grow my business, they aren't really actionable. Instead, you might want to set a goal like, I want to increase my client base by 20% by the end of next year by expanding my marketing efforts and attending more networking events. I mean, like, you can see how much more clear of a vision of what growth means in that statement. Instead of just saying, I want to grow my business, even though, like, yes, the SMART goal does grow your business. Just saying I want to grow my business, it doesn't set the tone of what growth means to you. Growth could mean financial growth. Growth could mean in staff. Growth could mean in client-based numbers. So you want to be very specific about what that growth means, if that's, along the lines of your goal. So, put that same analogy in whatever goal that you're putting. The more specific you can be about it, the more you visualize it and make it tangible. All right, the next letter in SMART is the M, which is measurable. If you can't measure your progress, how are you ever going to know if you're succeeding? It's important to set criteria that help you track your progress. So, for example, if your goal is to increase your client base, like in the other one, you could measure it by tracking the number of new clients you secure each month. And that will help. That gives you an actual number to track. So okay, I'm actually growing. And if that number increases each month, or at least, gradually over time, then you can say, yes, we are definitely growing in that area. The next letter we're looking at is the A, which is achievable. While it's great to dream big, your goals should still be realistic and attainable, something you can actually do and accomplish. So if you're a new business owner, aiming to double your revenue in 1 year might not be realistic. Instead, focus on smaller, achievable steps that build towards your long-term vision. I love the idea of creating goals and which we'll talk about in the next few weeks, is creating goals that are 3, 5, 10 years out, because that gives you the opportunity to make it realistic and attainable by counting backwards and say, okay, what can I realistically do today? And gives you more achievable and realistic numbers. All right, the next letter in the SMART goal framework. So we have already talked about S, which is specific, M, measurable, A, achievable. Now we're on R, which stands for relevant. Your goals should align with your broader business objectives. If your long-term vision is to become a well-known brand in your industry, your short-term goals should focus on things like contributing to building that reputation, such as improving your marketing or enhancing client satisfaction, like different things you can do. So what you want to do again is taking that long-term vision and seeing what can I do today to make baby steps towards getting that long-term vision. What short-term goals can we achieve and are relevant right now to our overall company objective that we can do to make some progress towards reaching our goal. All right, the next letter and the last letter in the SMART goal framework is the time bound. Every goal should have a deadline. Without a timeline, it's easy to procrastinate and lose focus. Setting a specific end date pushes you to stay accountable and work towards completing the goal in a timely manner instead of just leaving it up in the air. You ever have those tasks or different things that you just keep pushing further and further out because like, oh, other stuff come up, I'll do this tomorrow, and then you push it again tomorrow, and then you push it again to next week, and it just keeps going because it hasn't been a priority. We didn't put a timestamp on it. So here, if this is one of our goals that we're really enthusiastic about and it's really important for our business growth, put a time on it so that way you're not tempted to just lengthen it out and procrastinate on it. You want to get it done as quickly as possible with as much energy and enthusiasm and motivation as possible. And a lot of times having that time frame in front of you keeps you motivated and say, okay, I'm going to stick to this. All right, so let's give an example of putting this together and put the SMART goal in action. Okay, so let's say your goal is to increase your social media following. A lot of us have that goal for many reasons, especially if you are a product-based or even if you're service-based who relies heavily on your social media engagement to bring in traffic, to bring in clients. We can develop a SMART goal that might look like this. So S, specific. I want to increase my Instagram following by 1,000 new followers. Again, it's not just increasing social media following, but it's exactly which account and how many, like what does that growth look like for you? What do you have right now? And what would that increase look like? So this one is very specific, 1,000 new followers. All right, so measurable. How are we going to measure this? I'll track follower growth each week and aim for an increase of 250 followers per month. So that, again, it breaks it down even closer, more measurable, and gives us something to measure at the end of each month to say, okay, how are we doing towards reaching our goals? The next letter, A, achievable. By increasing my posting frequency, collaborating with influencers, and running targeted ads, I can realistically achieve this goal. Here we have not just said, yes, it's achievable. We said how we're going to do it, what steps we're taking to make this goal achievable. All right, and then we have relevant. Building a larger social media following aligns with my goal of increasing brand awareness and engagement. So this brings it a little bit to home. Why is this goal even important and relevant to our business right now? So how is this going to make an impact? So obviously we want to increase our brand awareness and increase engagement with our brand. And so this is a great way to do that by increasing our social media following by 1,000 new followers. All right, and then the last letter, T, time bound. I'll achieve this goal within 4 months. So now we've put a time on it. We've given us a time limit of when we know, okay, at the end of 4 months, did we achieve our goal or not? The good thing about this is it's not a matter of setting you up for failure if you don't reach 1,000 new followers by that time. It's a goal. It's almost like gamification where, yay, you're going to celebrate if you really do hit that number. But let's say you get 898 instead of 1,000. That's still a huge accomplishment. And that's because of the efforts you did. And so it's a win-win. When you have a SMART goal and you put yourself out there and you try to achieve it, you're still going to achieve awesomeness. And so don't look at it as, oh man, I have to, this is going to set me up for if I don't achieve it, then I'm just going to be failing in my business and it's going to be discouragement. It's like, no. You want to create goals that no matter what, the progress you make, even if you don't 100% your goal, the progress made is still going to make a significant impact in your business. And it's going to elevate you to another level that you weren't at before you made the goal. So this structure I believe not only gives you clarity, but also keeps you motivated and knowing that you have clear milestones and an endpoint in mind. So the SMART goal framework, it's incredibly powerful because it turns your ideas into concrete, actionable steps. And as you go through your goal setting process, remember that each goal should bring you closer to your larger business vision. So at the end of the goal, if you didn't reach your goal, or if you did, now you adjust your goal, saying going forward, okay, what did we learn through the last process, and how can we improve for the next goal that we're setting? All right. So ladies, thanks for joining me today. Next week, we're going to be diving into creating big picture goals. Like, again, I mentioned dreaming big and looking at your 10-year vision and breaking it down into actionable 3-year and 1-year goals. This method helps you to map out your business growth in a way that feels achievable and exciting. And don't forget, if you want to take advantage of the 15% discount on the Empower Her Power session or the group sessions launching in January, make sure to sign up by Cyber Monday. That's December 2nd. Also, if you're interested in learning more about the program, I am offering a free 1-hour session where we can one-on-one dive deeper into exactly how the Empower Her program works and how it can help you and your business. The link to book the call is in the show notes, as well as the link to sign up. So until next time, keep shining, and remember, clear, actionable goals are the first steps towards building a business that thrives. All right, have a great week, and I'll see you next time.